Hello there, and welcome back to Cozy Snug. Get ready to wrap yourself in the cozy, enchanting world of vintage European aesthetics. From the rustic charm of cottagecore to the regal elegance of Baroque, we're diving into some stunning fall decor ideas you'll adore. Whether you're looking for subtle touches or a full-blown makeover, we've got you covered. So, grab a warm drink, get comfy, and let's start decorating. And hey, while you're here, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe so you don't miss out on more inspiring videos. Fall home decor, with its stunning vintage European aesthetics, begins at the front door. We're embracing a Grandmacore entryway that feels like a hug. Picture a small, welcoming foyer with a dark wooden console table holding a ceramic vase overflowing with dried hydrangeas and eucalyptus. A vintage mirror with a tarnished gold frame hangs above, reflecting the warm, inviting light from a small, pleated lampshade. On the floor, a braided wool rug in rich, autumnal tones, burgundy, moss green, and mustard yellow, grounds the space. A stack of old books and a hand-knitted blanket draped over a nearby chair add layers of texture and charm. This isn't just an entrance, it's a portal to a bygone era. Now, let's step into the heart of the home, the kitchen. This fall, we're giving it a cottagecore twist. Imagine a tiny kitchen with open wooden shelves displaying an assortment of mismatched ceramic plates and mugs, some with delicate floral patterns. A cast iron skillet hangs on a hook, and a small, checkered tablecloth covers a round dining table. A large window overlooks a garden, allowing plenty of natural light to flood the space. A bowl of ripe apples and a loaf of freshly baked bread sit on a rustic cutting board, exuding warmth and homeliness. The color palette is a soft blend of creamy whites, sage greens, and dusty blues, creating an atmosphere that feels both airy and incredibly cozy. For a touch of sophisticated fall home decor with a vintage European aesthetic, let's create a Ralph Lauren-inspired library. This scene is about polished elegance. Visualize a small study with dark wood paneling and a large, leather-bound armchair. A rich, plaid wool blanket is draped over the chair, and a brass task lamp illuminates a sturdy desk. The bookshelves are filled not just with books but also with curated items, a globe, a vintage ship in a bottle, and old equestrian trophies. The color scheme is deep and rich, navy blue, forest green, and hints of mahogany. The lighting is low and moody, creating a serene, intellectual retreat perfect for a chilly autumn evening. Ready for some drama? Let's explore the opulent world of Baroque. We're styling a small dining area that feels like it's straight out of a European palace. The centerpiece is a heavy, dark wood dining table with ornately carved legs. It's set with deep red velvet runners and gold-rimmed plates. A magnificent, albeit small, crystal chandelier hangs above, its light reflecting off the glassware. The walls are a deep, rich shade of plum or emerald green, and a large, gold-framed painting with an elaborate floral motif dominates the space. Chairs are upholstered in a dark, patterned brocade fabric. This style is all about grandeur and extravagance, perfect for hosting a luxurious fall dinner party. If Baroque is about drama, Rococo is about whimsical elegance. Let's create a serene bedroom retreat with a distinctly feminine, vintage European flair. Imagine a tiny bedroom with a beautiful, ornate white bed frame with a delicate headboard. The bedding is a mix of soft lace, embroidered linens, and a duvet in a muted floral pattern. The walls are a soft pastel pink or pale blue, and a small vanity table with a trifold mirror sits in a corner. A crystal perfume bottle and a silver brush set rest on its surface. The overall feeling is light, airy, and incredibly delicate. It's a peaceful, romantic space that feels like a dream. Moving to a more rustic feel, let's craft a beautiful fall harvest nook. This is a cozy, small corner designed for quiet moments. A simple, upholstered armchair in a warm oatmeal color is placed next to a window. On a nearby side table, a large, woven basket is filled with pumpkins and gourds of various sizes and colors, creams, oranges, and deep greens. A single pillar candle and a hurricane lantern casts a soft, flickering light. On the wall, a simple wreath made of dried corn husks and wheat hangs. This space celebrates the bounty of the season with a simple, understated elegance that is quintessentially vintage European. Let's dial up the historical charm with a small Victorian-inspired study. This style is all about intricate details and rich, layered textures. Imagine a tiny space with a dark wooden writing desk, an ornate, high-back chair, and heavy velvet curtains pulled back with tasseled tiebacks. A dark floral wallpaper with a subtle pattern covers the walls. On the desk, a vintage inkwell and quill sit next to a stack of leather-bound books. A small, fringed lampshade casts a warm, downward light. The air feels heavy with history and intellectual curiosity. It's a space that feels both formal and incredibly personal, making it a perfect spot for fall introspection. For a lighter, more provincial vintage European vibe, let's explore French country. We're decorating a tiny living room that feels effortlessly chic and lived in. The main piece is a small, distressed white coffee table. The sofa is covered in a loose, white linen slipcover, and a faded floral throw pillow is placed casually in a corner. A small, rustic chandelier with faux candles hangs from the ceiling. On the table, a few fresh-cut lavender sprigs are in a small glass jar. The walls are a creamy white, and the floor is a light-colored wood. The overall effect is a serene and simple elegance that's perfect for a relaxing fall afternoon. Let's mix things up with a touch of Bohemian grandeur. This isn't your typical Bohemian style, it's a bit more refined, with a vintage European twist. We're creating a small, eclectic space filled with vibrant colors and rich textures. A comfortable armchair is upholstered in a deep emerald velvet, and a large, patterned tapestry hangs on the wall behind it. A small, carved wooden side table holds a collection of decorative items, a brass tray, a few colorful glass bottles, and a potted fern. Persian rugs are layered on the floor, and fringed lampshades cast a soft, warm light. It's a space that feels curated, worldly, and full of life. For a modern take on vintage fall decor, let's imagine a tiny rustic European loft. The main feature is a large, exposed brick wall that adds incredible texture and character. A small, low-slung leather sofa in a cognac tone is the focal point. Industrial-style shelving units hold a mix of old books, potted plants, and vintage metal lanterns. A heavy, hand-knitted blanket is draped over the sofa, inviting you to sit and relax. The color palette is earthy and grounded: rust orange, deep brown, and black. A large window lets in plenty of natural light, contrasting beautifully with the rough, rustic textures of the space. Let's revisit Grandmacore but give it a fresh, modern twist. We're styling a small reading nook that feels both nostalgic and current. A classic wingback armchair is reupholstered in a bold, contemporary floral pattern. A dark wooden side table holds a modern, minimalist ceramic lamp. Instead of traditional lace curtains, we're using a lighter, sheer linen. A stack of classic literature sits next to a small, sleek tablet. The colors are a mix of traditional Grandmacore pastels, creams and dusty rose, with a pop of vibrant color from the armchair. It's a space that honors the past while fully embracing the present. For a truly dramatic vintage European fall home decor look, let's explore Gothic romance. Imagine a tiny, moody bedroom corner. The walls are painted a deep, charcoal gray. A small, dark mahogany bedside table holds a single candelabra, casting a dramatic, flickering light. The bed is covered with heavy, velvet blankets in a deep maroon and black. A small, ornate mirror hangs above the table, its dark frame intricately carved. A single, dark red rose sits in a thin glass vase. The space feels mysterious, a little dramatic, and incredibly romantic, perfect for the darker days of autumn. Let's bring some warmth and simplicity with a Scandinavian farmhouse aesthetic. We're styling a small, sun-drenched breakfast nook. The main feature is a simple, white wooden bench with soft linen cushions. A round, lightwood table is set with simple white ceramic dishes. A few small branches with dried leaves are in a glass jar in the center. A sheepskin rug is draped over the bench for added texture and warmth. The walls are a crisp white, and the large window lets in abundant natural light, making the space feel open and airy despite its size. It's a clean, simple, and incredibly cozy take on vintage European fall home decor. Let's get a little creative and bring a hint of medieval style to a tiny hallway or entryway. This is about making a big statement in a small space. The walls are a textured, off-white plaster, giving them an aged look. A simple, long dark wood bench sits against one wall, topped with a few thick, woven wool pillows. A large, dark metal sconce with a flickering bulb provides a warm, focused light. On the floor, a single, heavy tapestry rug with a geometric pattern is placed. It's a simple, strong, and dramatic look that instantly transports you to a different time, making it an unexpected and bold choice for fall decor. We'll end our tour with a return to the comfort of cottagecore, but this time in a tranquil bedroom. Visualize a tiny bedroom with a simple iron bed frame. The bedding is made of soft, mismatched floral patterns, a duvet, a quilt, and a few pillows. A small, distressed bedside table holds a tiny ceramic vase with a single wildflower and a book with a bookmark halfway through the pages. The walls are a soft, buttery yellow, and a small, floral-patterned rug is at the foot of the bed. A faint scent of dried lavender and old books fills the air. It's a space designed for quiet evenings and peaceful mornings, a perfect vintage European aesthetic for a cozy fall. Thank you so much for joining us on this tour of vintage European fall decor. We hope you found some inspiration for your own cozy snug. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to our channel for more amazing home decor ideas. Until next time, happy decorating!